Hey Scrappers, it's Vanessa here, and today I have a process video for Color Rush Studios, and I am using the August kit, which was called Everyday Joy. So I thought I would do the start of the video and show you what I'm going to do for my background, so that the cutting and things that I have to do for that, you don't have to sort of watch me, the painful process of me cutting. I'm starting with these two pattern papers. So I have this one here, which is Daily Reminder. I'm going to use this ledger as my background. So this is definitely going to be, of all my layouts this month, this is probably going to be my most colorful. I feel like I'd pulled in white paper for a lot of my layouts this month, but this one is going to use a colorful pattern paper. And then I also pulled this pattern paper, which was the Infinite Happiness. So my thought for this, and I'll hold this up, is I'm going to start here and I'm going to cut around this circle, this, and I'm going to follow this circle and then go over to this purple one, then up to the brown and cut it off there. So this whole section here is going to go on my page. I haven't decided if it's going to go in the same position on the page or if it'll move to the side or the top or this side. But it is going to land somewhere on the page. And then I'm also contemplating cutting out around this circle, and then this green as well, to make sort of another little cluster of circles. So lots of circles on this page, and I'll show you why I decided this is going to be a very busy layout, because I feel like this is busy and then all this color is very busy. But the circles and all like the going around and around and around made me think of this photo of my kids, and we were at a park. There was like a children's museum, and it was close to not the beach, but like a wharf, and then there was a park, and there were obviously these are like pillars kind of that hold up the sort of overhang of the building, and my kids were running around and around and around, chasing each other around and around and around this pillar. And I thought of this, or when I was looking at my photos, I saw this photo and I thought of this paper and all of these circles that go around and around and around. And I thought, well, that's kind of fun. So why don't I use this paper and cut out these circles? And it kind of gives that same sort of movement and feeling of my kids running around. And then hopefully with those pieces cut out, I can take the back side, which is this green, and hopefully back my photo. I might have to piece it together a little bit. Fingers crossed I can make it work, but I'm hoping I can also back my photo with this same paper. I'm thinking if I strategically put it here, I can hopefully get a small, it doesn't need to be very big, but hopefully I can get a small border around my photo to mat it. But that is my thought. So I'm going to do that cutting off camera because it's not so fun. And then I'll probably audition it in a couple of places, and when I come back, you'll see where it lands. I'm leaning toward it staying kind of where it is, but I haven't decided. So you'll see when I get back what I end up doing. And so I'm going to go do that, and then we'll get this layout put together. Okay, we are back, and I did finish doing the background and matting my photo. As you can see, I did cut that circle paper, and I put the smaller piece at the top of the layout, and then the larger piece I put that down the left side. And I did distress the edges of all of the circles as well, and I really like how that looks on that ledger paper in the background. I don't often use a pattern paper background, so I had fun with this kit this month and using some of the pattern papers as full backgrounds. So I'm really liking how this is looking. I have my photo here that I showed you at the beginning, and I did mat that. I am taking that Good Times and that's going to be my title, and that is going to go over, it matches perfectly that circle that I've got it placed on. So basically what you see me doing here is I have all of these pieces off to the side, and the larger embellishment pieces, or the circles, or some of the wood veneer, what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to color match the different bits and pieces to the color circle that I'm putting whatever the item is. So these leaves that I have up here are going with that. I can't fully read what it says, but it says together, I think is my favorite place to be, or something along that line, is going on that sort of brown colored circles. So I have all of those pieces there. I have some green circles. I want to place the lighter in the lighter green and then the darker in the dark green. I have this more red, or it's like a red orange, that's going to go out there, and I believe that one said out and about. And so that's going to be up in that circle. This lighter taupe color is going to have the taupe circle. And then I have a little tab from the ephemera. Again, I can't read what it says, but it is going to go there on top of my photo since it doesn't match any of the colored circles. And then I'm going to take some of the leaves as well that were in the ephemera pack and use those around my photo. So I'm getting lots of leaves on this one. Thought it was perfect for this photo in particular because my kids are outside and they're running around. And so of course there are trees and leaves and all of that nature related things. So all of the leaves came out to play on this layout. And as you can see, I'm just going to continue adding sort of the same color items to each of the circles. So definitely sort of trying to go with a color blocking a little bit on this page. I don't fill in every circle, just the majority of them do get something, especially if the full middle of the circle was showing. I tried to fill all of those in. The ones that get cut off, like the pink one at the top and then the other green one at the very top, those were the centers were cut off, so I didn't end up putting anything on those. So you're just going to see me here take the rest of these bits and pieces and put them with their corresponding colors, and I will glue all of this down off camera. I did not speed up this part of the video because really this whole layout, ultimately once I got the background down, I think this was like less than 5 minutes for me to put all this together. And I really love that I'm getting lots of texture with, I have just the paper embellishments, I have the chipboard, I have the wood veneer. So I'm able to take advantage of all of the fun bits and pieces that are in this kit and all the different textures that it gives us. The only thing I don't manage to get on this page is any of the frazzle, which I'm really sad because I love the frazzle, but I end up not pulling any of it for this page. I couldn't figure out where I would put it, and so I decided to opt not to put any on this page. So at this point I'm kind of getting down to the end of what I think is going to go on this page. I'm trying to see if there's any of these additional leaves. I think I end up not putting a few on the page and ultimately just calling it good. This one here was a multicolored set of leaves, so of course that was going to go around the photo because I'm trying to color block. So I'm just going to play with these pieces for just a minute. And then, like I said, I will go off camera and glue everything down. Once I do that, that's going to wrap it up for this page. So like I said before, I'll have in the description box a link to the shop. I believe this is the end of the month when this is going up. So I believe that this kit is sold out. The bold and the acrylic, I think, are still available. But next month's kit is amazing. You won't want to miss it. And so still photos will be coming up, and basically that's going to do it for this page. So with that, guys, I will catch you on the next one. Have a great day, everybody. Bye-bye.